ICAN TRIAERO A9 frame. They sent me this earlier this year, and I said it even at the beginning that once I had ridden it for the summer that I would review it at that point. When you get anything new, you're super excited about it, and all you can do is gush about it because it's something that you wanted, you think it's awesome, and as you ride you find different problems. So I wanted to wait. From the very beginning, this has been a phenomenal bike. I've got creaks that I have not yet been able to get rid of, but that happened on my Cervelo. It took me almost a year to get rid of all the creaks and everything that was going on with that. But I can tell you, after having ridden it all summer, climbing hundreds of thousands of feet with it, it climbs like a dream. It is stiff, it is compliant, it is very responsive going downhill. It handles like a dream. It is amazing. I can compare it to the other bikes that I have. This is probably the second best climber I have ever had. My first was my Cervelo S5, which was an 09 frame. I still have it, extremely light, but it was really squirrely coming downhill. The Cervelo S5, it's a great bike. It's extremely stiff. It's just a great bike. The Giant, I can compare it to that too. I got that because it was inexpensive, and I've said all of this into different people in different posts and comments that they've left to me in response. The Giant, I think I call it a tank, and I had some interesting comments on that because I called it a tank. It's heavy. It's a heavy bike. It's super stiff. It's great going downhill, man. It's probably the best that I have going down through the descending. It's probably the best, but it is a heavy bike, and you can feel that weight. Even when I put these wheels on it, and these ICAN Aero 40s are a million times better than those. Hopefully you've seen some of my prior videos where I've reviewed ICAN wheels. I think they're absolutely phenomenal out of everything I have ridden, and I would definitely put them up against any other wheels. And to answer a couple of other questions that I've had, what tires have I ridden on these Aero 40s? Well, I tried Giant because this was going on the Giant. Those wheels were absolutely terrible. I could never get those to sit in the bead, so I never actually rode those on here. I have ridden my Gator Skins. Right now I have Continental GP 4000. They are tubes. I've had Vittoria tubeless and Vittoria tubes. The Vittoria tubeless were the best. I have always loved Vittoria tires. The problem with those is, as you are riding, they get cut. So you look at them, they cut, they tear, and you don't get many miles out of them. An expensive set of tires for not many miles, which is why I switched to Gator Skins and now to the GP 4000s. A little more performance, still a very heavy tire, and not quite as stiff and heavy as the Gator Skins. So that's what I'm riding on here now. I've had no problems. These are the stock handlebars that came with it. This is unfortunately a 56. This was sent to me. I ride a 54, so that is the only bad thing that I can say about this. And the squeaks and the creaks that I have not yet found how to get all the way out. One thing I will say that I cannot stand on this, and I will say it that way, is the mount that holds on the seat. I don't like that clamping system. I've tried all kinds of things to get this seat to stop squeaking with the carbon rails, and the only thing I've found to do that is cloth rim tape wrapped around there very, very thinly. Put it on there, it seems to work, but now the squeak is coming back, so I'm going to try something else again. That's the only thing. Everything else has been phenomenal, fantastic. Thank you to ICAN. This is a phenomenal frame, and all those people that have emailed or commented, I hope you've enjoyed it, because I sure have. I think they're a great company. With the big name brands, you are still going to have problems, and I guarantee you they're still either made in China, or they're made in China, shipped to Taiwan, and then imported out of Taiwan, or they're made in Taiwan. Very, very few, except for the boutique frames, are made for the pros in the factories that they have. ICAN has its own factory. They make their own stuff. They go through all the rigorous training, and you can take a tour there if you'd like, if you so happen to be in Shenzhen, China. That's it. If you order from them, please just tell them that JonnyPink sent you. I don't get anything out of it other than I am a huge fan of ICAN, the ICAN products, and of course their customer service. You won't be disappointed. Again, I'd put their wheels up against anybody. Their frame now, I'd put that up against anybody too. Thanks a lot. We'll see you guys. JonnyPink, let's go ride that way. that is Los Angeles down there, and you may notice that this is well, it's a different location, and I'm wearing different clothes. It's in fact a completely different day. I wasn't happy with that clip-in you just saw, and then that descent, all I had was my back. Anyway, I wasn't happy with it. So I figured, well, where can I go for a fantastic descent and a great climb too? Mount Wilson is where I am. You see the towers up there, and there is an observatory that is over that way. But this is unbelievably amazing. It's a beautiful day to ride. And of course, on a weekday, there is not any traffic on here. Tomorrow, Sunday, will be the worst with the racers. But for now, there's nobody. And I did cover, the bars are stock. The wheels are, I've not had any problems with anything other than the squeaky seat mount, because that clamping system, I just don't like it. And it is what it is. I'm going to live with it. But for now, I'm going to say thank you. I'm going to head down this way. That way. Cue the logo.